Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is going to be about Trial of Symbiosis. It's a little bit delayed. I'm sure some people have gone, Rich, I've already done this. Good for you. Well done. Good for you. I give you a gold star. It's kind of like for those that haven't done it, or those, hey, if you just want to have a video to watch about stuff, then watch along. But yeah, we're going to be talking about this particular quest right about here. And basically, the usage of boosts, why are boosts important for it, yada yada. Each boost has different types of positive things for you. Of course, that's the main thing with it. Each other has their own counter. I think in a nutshell, the easiest way to kind of like explain about this is go, it's not as bad. No, it's not really like hugely difficult. I say that. This, by the way, isn't the team that I used. I'll probably put footage of the fights and interactions on top of the screen right here. As I go through and talk about different stuff. The different boosts equal different things. Now, I don't think I've got any of the boosts. I think actually I might have a couple of the boosts already, unless I've got some in my images I can just kind of like dig up to kind of like to go over. But I went through it today and I just thought, let's kind of like, you know, put some images up of some of the boosts. Here we go. Good. Right. I can go over this. So this is from some images I took. Essence of Cooperation. Your champion's critical hits inflict debuffs at random. Basically, the boosts will help you deal with different fights based on interacting with some of the champions on the said nodes. And the nodes are going to be important to interact with. So you can sort of get away with using your favorite champion to take on the stuff, providing the boosts are active. The boosts are on for 30 minutes, so of course that makes sense. So between, first of all, Cooperation, which is throwing debuffs, or adding debuffs on. Essence of Honesty, your champion's attacks cannot miss, be evaded, or auto-blocked. Very handy for dealing with those particular situations that you might be auto-blocked. So it's kind of like, is it a counter to auto-block, evade, and miss? Yeah, kind of. So use it like that. Mindfulness, which is champions gain a buff or are inflicted with a debuff. They heal 1% of their max health. So that's handy if you're going up against, what is he called? Null in the last fight. And also like some of the other fights as well. Essence of Purpose. Your champion's special attack damage increases by 10% every 10 seconds. Helpful. You just do more damage in a nutshell. Spirit, which is combat power, spirit gain, and ability power rates increased by 50% for the use of in obviously Trial of Symbiosis. Your champions have a 25% chance to evade when not blocking or use. I'm not really a big fan of that. Just because I feel it jerks you when you kind of like you want to be concentrating on your fight and stuff like that. And of course, with all of them, they look all fancy when they're up there. Those are the lovely images of the boosts. And of course, from a team selection perspective, I guess it's just down to your own personal preference on the matter. So with you get into a particular fight, I mean, the team that I used was a combination of things. Like I used Hercules, Hulk, Doctor Doom, Nick Fury, and Human Torch. I wanted to switch out Human Torch for Photon, but I kind of felt that, because this is the thing, there are some fights I'm like, okay, well, Diversion. Diversion, miss. Who counters miss? Look at those options. And I don't really want to go, hey, just use Hercules, because that's the answer to everything. But look, it can work, but there's tons of other options for it. I'll give you a good example. A Mega Sentinel against Diversion could be, again, this is down to how you want to play it. Because #hero interacts with superiority. Whenever the defender is suffering from a falter and misses the attacker gains a Fury, increasing attack rating by X amount. If the attacker has superiority, hero, then they're able to interact. The Furies are indefinite, so that's that. Again, just down to like how you feel that you want to take it on. But if you've got counters for various different situations, auto blocks, evades, misses, then I think that's kind of the main thing about all this. And look, when I'm suggesting options, there's tons of options that you could consider. Champion evades, use Mole Man. You could use Bullseye, for example, that can go against that. I mean, that's class disadvantage, but like, again, that's down to our own personal perspective there. There's a few other miss counters as well. I'm just actually trying to like get. I need to do an updated miss counters selection type thing, options guide, as I normally kind of like put them out from time to time. But they're out there, you know, they're out there. Other miscounters, I suppose. Well, Cosmic Ghost Rider possibly. Professor X again, slightly. Stealth Suit Spider-Man again, sort of. So there are options out there, other than the usual just use Hercules. From the particular routes as well, hashtag metals. This is the tough one. I don't think there's two there, maybe. I can't remember if Shocker's metal. I want to say yes, but that would be 3 if that was the case. It's important to obviously check these things. Shocker, Magic champion info. He is no. Oh, that's the one where it's debatable in the community. We're like, surely he should be hashtag metal. But he's not this time. He's not. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. So I guess that's again an optional champion to bring in. It only would do 2 fights. But again, it's down to like how you feel like would be the best kind of like champion options for it. It'd be interesting. I think put in the comment section, who did you use against or what was your team? And are you finding it out like me, like you only need 1 champion? I think when I did this, I only needed to use like Nick Fury for like a plethora of these champions. I think I messed up when it came to playing against Null, but that's because I was just ballsy and I wouldn't say bored, but I kind of like I just went into it quite ballsy and didn't really kind of think too much about what I was doing, which is not exactly the greatest kind of like way to interact with it, especially because I think they get some of the trap nodes on them. So you've got to be very mindful about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So that's always the key thing with this particular one. I would have loved to have kind of done a video on Tuesday, but of course that was the day that I was in attendance for the funeral, and then there was another day for that as well. So yeah, well, it's kind of like everything went on the back burner with options. I've still got to update the spreadsheet, the side quest spreadsheet. I'm trying to finish this off by tomorrow, which is like I've just put some options there against some of the champions to use, including something at the end of it, Trial Symbiosis. But yeah, apologies, but of course things happen in life, and you know, I need to kind of like give my mind to situations of family nature, because of course family come first. But yeah, I'll hopefully have by the end of this week the completion of this spreadsheet, including why I'm adding more. I don't need more tabs. I wanted to kind of like I was trying to get to not new sheet, but the actual where is it, Paragon Gauntlet, because I have it looks like it's basically an empty shell. It's an empty shell at the moment. It's got no rhyme, reason or things to it. It's just not done. So if you're kind of going like, why haven't you done this, Rich? I haven't had the time. Gonna get the time though and get that done. But yeah, that's been a video. Who do you use for these particular Trials of Symbiosis? And yeah, thanks for the support as always. Check out some other content which is located on screen right now. I'll see you in the next video. I may release one more today. I need to make that decision. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye for now. Bye.